In my last video on group theory, I explained definition of a group and some basic things. What are binary operations, properties of binary operations, so on. What is a group? How to define? Definition of a group. A non-empty set G with binary operation dot or star is said to be a group if that binary operation dot or star satisfies four axioms. First one, closure axiom or closure law. Second one, associative law. Third one, identity. And fourth one, inverse. If these axioms are satisfied, then the non-empty set G with the binary operation dot or star is said to be a group. What do you mean by closure law? Closure law means for all A B belongs to G, A dot B must belongs to G. Then we say that closure law is satisfied. Definition important. Closure law means for all A B belongs to G, A dot B must belongs to G. If it is so, closure law is satisfied. Second, associative means for all A B C belongs to G, A into B into C means A dot B dot C. Dot means not only usual multiplication, it may be any binary operation. I have already explained what is binary operation. Dot is any binary operation and A dot B dot C must be equal to A dot B dot C. If this is so, then we say that associative law is satisfied. Identity. For all A belongs to G, there should exist E belongs to G. It is called identity of the group. Such that A dot is E dot is must be equal to E. E is called the identity. If such element exists, E belongs to G or E element E exists and it satisfies this, we say that identity exists and belongs to G. Inverse. For all A belongs to G, there should exist A inverse belongs to G such that A dot A inverse is A inverse dot A must be equal to E. E is the identity. Then we say that A inverse is inverse of A and every element should possess inverse. And if this is so, then we say that inverse of each element exists. In addition to this, if A dot B is equal to B dot A, we say that group is commutative or abelian. This is the definition. To prove that a non-empty set satisfies, a non-empty set is a group with respect to given binary operation dot or star, you have to verify these four axioms. In addition to that, if dot is or star is commutative, the group is said to be abelian or commutative. I have already solved two problems also. I consider some more examples on this group. Examples are this example. If G is equal to capital R minus 1, set of all reals except 1. Say, always in group, two things are there, a non-empty set and a binary operation. You should understand clearly what is the given non-empty set. What is the set here? Set of all reals except minus 1. Minus 1 is excluded from that set. And star is defined as A star B is equal to A plus B minus AB for all AB belongs to G. Then prove that G star is an abelian group. So this is the problem now. Group means two things are important: non-empty set and a binary operation. What is the set here? Set of all reals except 1. Set of all reals except 1. And binary operation is defined like this. A star B is A plus B minus A into B. And you have to prove that this set forms a group with respect to the binary operation. You have to verify the group axioms. The group axioms or laws, sometimes called laws, are as follows. One by one you have to verify the group axioms. First is closure axiom. Sometimes it is called closure law also. I use closure axiom here. Closure axiom. We have for all AB belongs to G, what is the set? All reals except 1. Set of all reals except 1. I explain why 1 is excluded here. 1 is excluded because if there is 1 is also in this set, if you take set of all reals as G, then what happens? Inverse of 1 doesn't exist. I explain, inverse of 1 doesn't exist. Then it will not be a group. If 1 is also there in the set, means if you take whole real numbers, all the real numbers, it will not be a group. So 1 is excluded. Now, what is closure law? For all AB belongs to G, we have A plus B minus AB also belongs to G. Suppose A and B are any two reals except 1, then A plus B minus AB is also real number. A plus B minus AB again becomes some other real number. So closure law is satisfied. Second, associative. Associative, you have to verify. Associative axiom. How to verify associative axiom? Consider A star B star C. It is equal to A star. We separately find out A star B star C and A star B star C and prove that they are equal. A star, what is B star C? Use this definition. A star B means A plus B minus AB. What is B star C? B plus C minus BC. I take this as A star X. What is X? B plus C minus C. A star X is A plus X minus A into X. How to write A star X? This is definition. A star B means A plus B minus AB. What is A star X? A plus X minus AX. A plus, in place of X, substitute this. B plus C minus BC minus A into B plus C minus BC. Therefore, A plus B plus C minus BC minus AB minus AC plus ABC. Take this as 1. What is this? A star B star C. Now consider A star B star C. A star B star C. What is A star B? A plus B minus AB star C. Because A star B is this. So it is Y star C. I take A plus B minus AB as Y. What is Y star C? Again this definition. Y plus C minus Y into C. Substitute Y. Y means A plus B minus AB plus C minus A plus B minus AB into C. In place of Y, we have substituted this. So it is A plus B minus AB plus C minus AC minus BC plus ABC. What is this? A star B star C. And we have obtained A star B star C. Now see, this is 2. Verify 1 and 2. Right hand side are the same. A plus B plus C minus AB minus BC minus AC plus ABC. So they are one and the same. From 1 and 2, A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. Therefore, associative law is satisfied. associative law or axiom is satisfied. So two axioms are over now. What is first one? First one is closure, second is associative. What is the next axiom? Next axiom, third one, identity. How to define identity? E is said to be identity. If A star E is equal to A, is equal to E star A. Let E be the identity. E be the identity. Then A star is E star is equal to A. Consider A star E is equal to A. What is A star E? A plus C minus AE is equal to A. A plus C minus A is equal to A. Therefore, E into 1 minus A is equal to 0. E is 0. So, 0 is the identity. And is it a real number? Yes, it is real number and other than 1. Since it belongs to G, identity exists. Identity exists. What is the identity of this group? It is 0. Now only that inverse we have to find out, or we have to prove that inverse of each element exists and belongs to G. Identity is 0, exists and it belongs to G. Now let A inverse be the inverse of A. Inverse of A. Fourth one, inverse. Group axiom is inverse. Therefore, A star A inverse is A inverse star A is E. That is the definition of inverse. What is A star A inverse? Consider A star A inverse is E. You have to prove that for every element A belongs to G, A inverse exists. So this is the definition of inverse. A star A inverse is A plus A inverse minus A into A inverse is equal to 0. Because why 0? Identity is 0. Identity is 0. Therefore, A inverse into 1 minus A is minus A, or A inverse is minus A upon 1 minus A. Therefore, what is inverse of A? Inverse of A is this. Therefore, or we have for all A belongs to G, what is G? R minus 1 minus A upon 1 minus A belongs to G. Therefore, inverse of each element exists. Inverse of each element exists. Each element exists. Now see here we have inverse of A is minus A by 1 minus A. Suppose G consists of 1 also, then what happens? Inverse of 1 is minus 1 upon 1 minus 1. Minus 1 upon 0 means doesn't exist. That is why minus 1 is excluded in the set. So example is, what is inverse of 5? Inverse of 5 is minus 5 upon 1 minus 5. Minus 5 by minus 4 or 5 by 4. That is the inverse. Minus 5 by 1 minus 5. So inverse of each element exists. So all the group axioms are satisfied. What are the group axioms? Closure, associative, identity, inverse. But here group is not abelian because A star B is not equal to B star A. Let us verify. Therefore, G is a group. Here it is understood G star is a group. Consider A star B. What is A star B? A plus B minus AB. What is B star A? B star A is B plus A minus BA. Therefore, commutative law is also satisfied here. B star A. Hence, it is abelian group. It is abelian group with inverse of A minus A by 1 minus A. And what is the identity? Identity is 0. Now, this is a fine example. How to prove that non-empty set is a group with binary operation is a group. Now, if you solve these problems, the definition will be more and more clear. You can understand the definition very well. How to define the group now? Group means non-empty set with a binary operation is said to be a group if the binary operation satisfies 4 axioms. In addition to that, if it is commutative, group is called abelian. Now, one similar example, if G is equal to R minus of minus 1, say minus 1 is excluded now, and star is defined as A star B is A plus B plus AB, then prove that G star is an abelian group. G star is an abelian group. This is quite similar. Problem is only in place of 1 we have minus 1 here. So exactly same. You try this as exercise. This is exercise. Next is 2 special types of operations that you have already studied, but I remind once again these 2 binary operations. We use this in study of groups. First one is addition modulo m. Addition modulo m. See, the definition is like this. Suppose A and B are any 2 integers, positive, negative or 0. A and B are any 2 integers. M is positive integer. Natural number means positive integer. A and B are any 2 integers. M is positive integer. Then addition modulo m of A and B denoted by, so the notation denoted by addition modulo m of A and B. This is the notation. Addition modulo m of A and B is R. It is defined as R, which is the least non-negative remainder when A plus B is divided by M. When A plus B is divided by M. This is the definition. Addition modulo m of A and B, where A and B are any 2 integers, 0 or positive or negative integers. M is a positive integer. Then addition modulo m of A and B is, it is R, which is the least non-negative remainder when A plus B is divided by M. I give example here. Addition modulo 5 of 13 and 8. Addition modulo 5 of 13 and 8. 13 plus 8 is 21 divided by 5 means you have to take the remainder here. Remainder is 1. Also, while finding remainder or while writing R, it should be non-negative and must be less than this 5. We use a division algorithm here. It is least non-negative remainder when A plus B is divided by M. Minus 13 plus 7. Addition modulo 5 of minus 13 and 7. What is minus 13 plus 7? Minus 13 plus 7 is minus 6. If you divide by minus 6 by 5, we take -1, correct? Or -2 we have to take. -5 to -2 is -10, and 4 is the remainder. So it is 4. Because -13 plus 7 is -6, and quotient we can take negative, but remainder must be always non-negative and less than the divisor. So -13 and 7, addition modulo 5 of -13 and 7 is +4, because -13 plus 7 is -6. And if you take quotient as -1, you get -5 as the -1 as the remainder. But 4 is the remainder if you take -2 as the quotient. Because 5 into -2 is -10. Subtract 4 is the addition modulo 5 of -13 and 7. One more example. Addition modulo 6 of 7 and 8. How it is defined? Take 7 plus 8, 15 upon 6 means 3. Because 15 by 6 means 16 to 2, 12. 3 is the remainder. That is the definition. Similarly, we define multiplication modulo m. I explain multiplication modulo m. Definition is exactly similar. If a and b are any two integers, m is positive integer, then multiplication modulo m of a and b is denoted by into b, and it is the least non-negative remainder when a into b is divided by m. That is the definition. Multiplication modulo m of a and b is non-negative remainder when a into b is divided by m. Now I consider problems on this in the next video. Okay, thank you.